It's Calling All Marks.
I don't believe you anymore. I don't trust you. So just fucking listen to me. Listen to my fucking ranting. Listen to what you do to me.
Wow, Mr. Sarcasm.
Every time I press record on this little fucking machine, I have vehicles driving by my house like the Daytona 500. This is ridiculous, and I can't edit it all out because I don't have time for that. Because I don't know if I've told anybody. Probably have. But I own my own business. I have a wife and 2 small children. So I can't even start working on anything like this until everybody goes night-night. And even then, that's not a guaranteed because you know how kids are. They like to wake up and cause trouble and all that. But it's hard. So I can't really go into too much detail on a lot of these videos because it's just me ranting and just getting my thoughts out there a random time when I do it. I said do. Alright, back to some seriousness. But I can go on and on about anything, so it doesn't necessarily need to be wrestling. I do have a couple of ideas that I want to talk about, but they're kind of crazy ideas. One of them might get me a lot of heat for even bringing up. Both of them are going to bring me a lot of heat if I bring them up. So I don't even know what I want to do about that. But I've told you before in a previous video, I'm not a Dave Meltzer level mark. I don't talk about wrestling my entire day. I don't think about wrestling all day. A lot of the time when it's on, I don't even watch WWE anymore at all. I cut that completely out. So it's basically exclusively AEW and sometimes Impact if I review anything. And even AEW, I've had a few gripes with. I personally like a lot of the wrestlers on the roster, but I don't like a lot of the booking choices. I don't like a lot of the payoffs for the matches. I don't like a lot of the entrances. Cody's especially. I think it's very pretentious, and the long, dragged-out entrance should only be for pay-per-view. I don't think he should have to come up from the floor every single time he's coming out, even just to do a minor interview on Dynamite. And I don't think he should be involved with everything. I don't think he should be having his own reality show, because like I said in the previous video as well, he's starting to look bigger than the brand. You should start focusing on the AEW brand before you start building the Cody brand. Because I'm not even... Get your money, get whatever you're looking for, bro. But focus on the wrestling. You know what I mean? The QT Marshall match, how's that going to turn out? Is Cody really going to put him over? I highly, highly doubt it. But I also said in my previous video, I think the way they should do it is I think QT Marshall should go overboard, a la Brody Lee, and whoop Cody's ass and show and really take it to him and turn heel, I guess. Obviously, that's where they're going. I don't listen to all these podcasts. I just listen to clips on YouTube, and I did actually hear Jim Cornette say he thinks Arn Anderson might turn. I think that's probably plausible because Cody's going to be taking time off anyway, I'm sure, because he's going to be having a kid, so I'm sure he's going to be taking time off, so that would be a perfect way to write him off. Arn turns on him, be beautiful. It would be beautiful. And while we're talking about writing off on something beautiful, who's writing off on the checks to get the rights in perpetuity to those new themes for Orange Cassidy and the Jurassic Express? Because if we're just throwing money at the wall, Tony Khan, I think we should get rid of Jon Moxley's theme song, and we should get Symphony of Destruction by Megadeth. I think that fits him very well. Get Ecstasy of Gold for Adam Page. I'm not even going to try to butcher the composer's name, but it's from The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. It's like the main theme. It's basically what his theme song ripped off to sound what it is. Look it up. It's pretty good. Killing Strangers by Marilyn Manson for Butcher and the Blade. I think that'd be pretty cool. From their gimmick from when they were with MJF, like the Hitmen for Hire. I think that's pretty awesome. Do America's Most Wanted by Snoop and Tupac for Private Party. Ain't nothing but a private party. That would be good. And for some reason, I'm seeing Miro as a Miami drug kingpin, so I think you should give him Push It to the Limit. Why not? Do Stuck in the Middle with You for Dark Order, because they're all mid cards, and clowns to the left of them, jokers to the right. Rebel Yell, Kenny Omega, because he sees himself as a rebel Dottie. Space Oddity for Chris Statlander, because she's an alien. It makes sense. War Pig by Ozzy for Brian Cage. Why not? Do Shout at the Devil for Penta. And Young Bucks can do You're the Best from the Karate Kid. I mean, why not? Those are just a few off the top, and you throw them the money. Why not? You could even do Should I Stay or Should I Go Now for Brandy. People would love it. Or you could do Grills for Britt Baker, because she's a dentist. That would be funny. Or how about we switch the theme song to Dynamite itself, to Bullet with Butterfly Wings by Smashing Pumpkins. Throw Billy Corgan some loot, because you guys took all his thunder. I mean, COVID kind of fucked them over, but they were where you guys were at before you guys got where you were. They had fanfare from everybody, from Stone Cold and The Rock. They were tweeting about freaking NWA Power. They had a whole bunch of good talent. Why not? Might as well. Oh, and there's this dude in England. His name's Joe Hendry. He can come in, do his own custom theme songs. I think he'd be a freaking awesome fit on AEW, honestly. And bring in that dude Grado, because he comes out to Madonna. If you want to start throwing out money for entrances, do that dude Grado. He comes out to Like a Prayer, I think. Why not? It's a solid investment. You get hit songs associated with your wrestlers, so that every time you hear any of the songs that I named, I mean, you don't have to even use any of those songs, those are just fucking around, but use any of those, you have a hit song associated with one of your wrestlers, so then every time you hear one of those songs, you're gonna think of one of your wrestlers. I mean, it could work out. I'm just saying, I'm not in the business, I don't know what to do, but that's something, if you want to listen to fans, that's something I would try. And plus, why not? I mean, not for nothing, a lot of the theme songs just sound like very generic sounding music. Like, nothing very special. Why not? It would liven up the show, I know that. You can even have people rooting for their favorite song. That's why they're going to root for the match now, because they're rooting for their favorite song. Their favorite wrestler has their favorite song as their entrance song. Why not? I'm going to stop betting on it now. Oh, I think the guy who comes out to Don't Stop Believin' is going to beat the guy who comes out to, I don't know, Old Town Road or something. I don't know. Give Old Town Road to Adam Page. What do you guys think? If whoever's listening, if anyone's listening, you can comment if you want. I won't block any of your comments unless they're truly, truly vicious. But yeah, I don't know. What's some of your fantasy theme songs that you would do? I named off a few. I mean, I could probably, if I really put some thought into it, I could probably come up with like the perfect matches for every wrestler. But off the top, I'd say that my list is pretty perfect. I mean, if you could do better, come at me, bro. In the comments. Let me know what you would do. But you ain't topping mine. Mine's perfect. It's better than anybody's. It's better than yours and you know it. How about that? There you go. That's one thing I like off of MJF. I like his catchphrase. I'm kidding. I actually really like MJF. I think he would be a perfect addition for NWA, but obviously AEW would be better for him right now because it's more exposure. They're not just on the internet, they're actually on network television, so I get that. But speaking of NWA again, where are they? I would love to see them on some TV, any kind of channel. Let them go back on TNN. I'll go to the fishing channel, for Christ's sake. I actually like NWA Power. I thought it was pretty good. I still watch some of the old... Well, actually, I can't, because they all took them down, I believe. So that must mean that they're going somewhere. But wherever it is, I'd like to know, because I actually like NWA. Like I said before, they were actually where AEW is now. They were building up all that fanfare and adulation, and they were actually doing pretty well. They stuck to like the 80s format of the old studio wrestling, but that's what's cool about it, and that's why I think MJF would be better there, because he brings like that old school 80s heel to the business, so it would just be a better fit in NWA. I thought Miro would have been better off in NWA as well. I think Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona, he should have went to NWA as well, but I think he should just go to Impact now, because Impact's coming up. They're doing some good stuff, and I'll tell you what, I don't care what anybody's opinion is. In my opinion, the star, or at least one of the stars in Impact right now that is very underrated, is Brian Meyers, because that dude got released from WWE and he got fucking jacked. Like, that dude got huge, and you know he's a good worker. I mean, he's trained 87-90% of AEW until Cody started taking credit with the whole Nightmare family. These goddamn cars, dude. I swear, you would think I lived on a speedway, but I really don't. This is nuts, and I'm not going to edit it out, like I said, because I don't have time for that shit. I'm just ranting and raving. But you're all probably wondering what those other two that I was saying earlier, the two controversial topics. I'll do one right now, because it's pretty controversial, and I figured I would save it towards the middle. I don't even know if this is the end of the video. I couldn't tell you, but all right. I have a theory, and this is another one I actually don't hear many people talking about or bringing up, and if they do, it hasn't been for a very long time, and here's my take on it. This might cause a lot of heat, and I'm willing to take it because I'm a natural heel, so that's fine. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a heel. I'm just very unbiased. I just calls it like I sees it. I'm a straight shooter. I'm not a tweener, as they say. Well, actually, no, I think that is the definition of it. It's a tweener. Because I'm definitely not a good guy. I'm definitely not a bad guy. I'm just, a rambling man. I got the gift of gab, and I got to release it somewhere because my wife is sick of listening to it. So I can't talk her ear off all the time with my bullshit, so I might as well talk to the rest of you, whoever wants to listen to some shit. You fucking bunch of marks, you. You know you love it, and I'm still delaying because I know I want to make you listen to the end. But I still don't know when the end is. Maybe if I bring up the topic, that'll make it the end of the video. Do I end it with a question? Do I just keep it going? I don't know. There's no format here. I just told you I'm just rambling. Just rambling on. But I do like to have some sort of topic. That's why I was thinking hard on this. But I've heard people talking about the subject, but it's not actually my angle that I'm hearing. So I guess it's kind of good. But then with the other topic, I don't know if I really want to get into it because it's so conspiratorial and definitely not the majority opinion that I will catch a lot of heat for that one. So I don't know. But alright, I'll get into this one. Everyone is aware that WWE likes to humble their talent and fuck with their talent and punish their talent and keep them under their thumbs. What if the Owen Hart tragedy was a humbling gone terribly wrong? Dun dun dun. Let that sink in. What if Vince McMahon did kill Owen Hart, but unintentionally? I know what it sounds like because he did technically kill Owen Hart unintentionally. But what if he was intentionally fucking with him by putting him in the blue blazer gimmick and putting him up there because he knew he was afraid of heights, and he could have been quote unquote ribbing him, but it was really his way of humbling him, and because he couldn't take it out on Brett was gone, Bulldog was gone, Anvil was gone, Pillman died. Who's he gonna take it out on? And not for nothing, on top of Brett leaving, Davey leaving, Anvil leaving, Pillman dying, A few years prior, Owen goes and fucking drops Stone Cold Steve Austin on the top of his head and almost takes him out of commission for good. Never even apologizes. So now Vince has this on his head. He has, you took out my top star, my biggest moneymaker potentially ever in the history of the business. You fucking no good, ungrateful, crybaby brother ran to the fucking presses and told everyone that I screwed him and went to go take another paycheck, a bigger paycheck from a rival corporation. Your brother-in-law ditched me. Your other brother-in-law ditched me to go follow the fucking crybaby. Put that fucking blue gimmick on and get up there, pal. That's what I think happened. But I don't think anybody talks about that. They talk about the fact that Owen was up there. He didn't want to be up there. They don't talk about why he was up there. Why would they just randomly put him in the blue blazer gimmick out of nowhere? That shit was in the past. Was it really a Vince Russo thing to put him up there? Oh, because it's funny, bro. Was that really the goal? Or was that a humbling gone tragically, terribly wrong? What do you think? Because I know my paranoid ass, I definitely think it was Vince McMahon was trying to humble Owen, keep him under his thumb, and something went terribly wrong with the mechanism, and he did tragically fall to his death. Like I said, I don't think Vince cut the cord himself, but he definitely put Owen in the position to inevitably fall and die. No one ever brings that up about Vince. They do bring up the fact that he just kept the show going like a fucking stone cold heartless bastard. But they don't talk about the fact of why Owen was up there. Why was he really up there? Was it a humbling? Or was it just part of the story? Just coincidental that we decided to bring back the blue blazer gimmick. Heavy, right? It's getting warm. I can already feel all the emails coming, all the comments. You're fucking crazy. Maybe. But that actually brings up another topic I might get into, another conspiracy, another wrestling conspiracy. There's a few of them out there, but none of them has really took me by storm like the Owen Hart one and the other one that I was going to talk about, but that's going to be in another video, I think. And another one that I just thought of. You'll find out on that one soon, maybe now, I don't know. No format, like I said. I just go and go. I want to make it more like a radio show or a podcast. More like a radio show where there's no set topic. I don't think I want to do just wrestling. I just jumped into this with wrestling because it's just a topic I am pretty passionate about. And I don't know. I mean, I was nervous about doing stuff like this because I don't know if people are going to think that my take on stuff is good, or because I don't watch all these videos, I'm not a Meltzer level mark. I just watch clips on YouTube and stuff. And speaking of which, all the Cult of Cornette members and all the Jim Cornette clips that I see, am I the only one who envisions him in the cartoon world when I'm listening to him? Because the thumbnails, they got like the little cartoon scenarios or whatever. I just always picture him and his buddy, that Brian last guy. I just picture them as cartoons talking. I don't know. I just find that funny. I'd actually like to know who does those thumbnails and how to do stuff like that, because whoever makes those thumbnails for the Cornette experience or the drive-thru, whatever, it's funny because they're always on topic to what he's talking about, and it's hilarious. I think it's pretty amazing that people are talented like that. They can listen to it and then draw something that basically describes what the video's about, but not. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I'm sure you all get it. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just finding out what a thumbnail is today. Couldn't tell you. Internet's a crazy place. Never know who's on there looking at what. Vince McMahon himself could be watching this. I doubt it, but he could. I mean, definitely one of the AEW guys. They're fucking internet marks. But then I guess that's what makes us all similar, because we're all kind of marks, I guess. I mean, like I said, I'm a lifelong fan. I know a lot about wrestling, but the past few years, I'm not a Meltzer level mark. When I was a kid, I was like, oh wow, these are pretty cool, the 5-star ratings, but now it's like pathetic. Like, these guys try to live up to the expectations of some old guy probably writing this shit in his basement. Spends his whole life talking about wrestling. I can't do that. You know what I mean? So that's why with this stuff, I don't know if it's not gonna be all wrestling all the time, but there'll be a bunch of wrestling involved. But I want to make it more like a radio show, like I said, more, I don't know, incoherent babbling. I don't know. Maybe that's what people like. This is maybe for all the truck drivers that are on the long haul, I guess. I don't know. Maybe people will share the similar thoughts. Who knows? Who knows? But it's content. Different. And maybe it's what the game needs. Different. You know what I mean? Because all the same old shit ain't working no more. People are going to other mediums looking for their entertainment. So why not me, damn it? Why not Draven? See? I got all sorts of references I'd throw in there for you. But mainly I'm trying to be like the realest podcast in the room, yo. If I can quote Enzo Amore. I'm just trying to be real. I don't have an agenda. You know what I mean? I'm not going to come out here with here's my top 5 wrestlers of the week or whatever. I might, but it's not going to be like a weekly thing with a set plot device, I guess. If that's what you could call it. I don't know what you would call it. I'm not new to that. I'm new to this, you know what I mean? I don't know all the terms to all of this stuff. I'm just winging it. I'm going. You know what I mean? Topics hit me. I go. I'm like a fucking Energizer bunny. I can keep going and going and going. I would like to keep the energy up and high, but I'm recording this in my living room while my family sleeps. So, can't win them all, Chief. But what you can do is click like and subscribe. Because I'll tell you what, I will fill your ear holes with plenty of hours of audible eroticness if you just want to listen. Because I can go and go and go and go. I can even do the nice sensual voice to make you go to sleep if you want with the ASMR. You can bring it down real low like this. Whatever you want. I can even do voices sometimes. Not today, because we don't really know each other like that, but someday. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at the blue light on my microphone and I'm fucking going, Chief. I'm going. Whether you want to listen or not, it's not my problem. You clicked it once. Click it again. Go ahead. Click the little button. Click it. What are you, stuck in an elevator or something? I'll bet you have no idea what that is referencing. I'll give a like and a follow on any social media platform that you have, or that I have that you have, if you can answer me that question. What line is that from? I'm stuck in an elevator. Get me free. Did you figure it out? Yeah, I know you cheated. You Googled it. It's okay. It's okay. We're not all old and gray like I am. Well, some of us are. Like Sam Roberts. My God. I've been a fan of, well, I wouldn't say I've been a fan of that guy, but I've been aware of that guy for at least the better part of a decade. Probably longer than that. I've been a fan of his, okay? I'll admit it. I've been a fan of his. But, Jesus Christ, that kid went from looking like Sideshow Bob to Bozo the Clown, the way his hair goes 3 different directions. Like, he's got the bald spot in the middle, but he's got hair all around everywhere else. It's crazy. The receding hairline's getting nuts. Like, it's fucking crazy. What happened to him? What happened to you, buddy? That's what I want to know. I'm super stoked for him, though. I think it's cool that he finally got a job in the WWE. As much of a nerd as he is. But he worked really hard for it, so good for him. I won't bash him on that. He looks like a freak, though. So I'll just give him a little bit of advice, because I'm kind of in the same position at one point. Just bick it, bro. And I say that because I feel as if I'm invested in his career because I've been listening for so long. Because I go back to the old Opie and Anthony days, and now he's on radio with Jim and Sam. So, isn't that weird? You listen to someone for so long, they become part of your fabric of your life, and you feel as if you know them when you really don't. Maybe we'll get there one day. I'd like it. I'm sure you'd like it too. Just don't get crazy on me.